What's good, guys? This is Vahagraphy. I'm Vahagan, your rock and roll photographer. Thank you for joining me, guys. Why I choose to shoot what I like, why I choose to shoot portraits, event photography, sports photography, concert photography, a little bit of landscape, why it's so important to, as a beginner photographer, for you to go out and decide before you pick up a camera what you enjoy. You don't want to start shooting photography that you don't enjoy. You don't want to go out there and chase a paycheck. You think you like event photography, you see your friends doing it and they're successful at it, and you want to go and try to make a living off it, but you hate it. That's the worst thing you can do in photography, in my opinion. It's so important that you choose something that you like. You don't want to get burned out, guys. Trust me on this one. You don't want to hate going out, waking up, grabbing your camera, and shooting what you don't enjoy shooting. Now, if you want to get into sports photography and you love sports and you like the action, you know something about the game you're shooting, it just makes it that much more enjoyable to photograph. If you're a wedding guy, wedding photography, you don't mind sometimes the long hours and you just like being there and the festivities, get into wedding photography. Me, as a photographer, I love portraits. I like shooting people more than anything else. I enjoy portraiture, working with local talent, headshots. I like people. I like interacting with my subjects. That's why I choose portraiture. Concert photography, right? Rock and roll. I love rock and roll. What better combination? It has to do with music, rock and metal, live shows, and photography. Someone's got to capture the show, right, guys? Someone's got to capture the live event. As a drummer, as a live performer, I can't think of a better situation for me. I can't be in a band. I wasn't lucky enough to be signed by an artist, by a record company back decades ago. So what's the next best thing for me right now? How about capturing those acts, capturing those talented musicians? I love music. I can still be there in that environment with my camera, right? So that combination of love for that element and this element, which is photography, makes for a perfect situation for me. So win-win, no-brainer. Sports, concert photography. Love the environment, love the crowds, love the music, the bass and the vocals, and that makes me happy. Portrait photography, you get personal with the client. I like, making them smile, capturing different compositions, capturing different elements of that person, recording them in a natural state of mind, lighting, black and white photography. When you're picking up a camera, first, of course, this is key. Learn the basics of photography. Learn composition, learn lighting, learn your camera inside and out, the features. But go out there and use your gear. This is what it's all about. Use the stuff you have. Number one, to get better at your craft. Number two, to go out and take killer images. If you're not taking images, sell your equipment up. You don't need to stare at your cameras and talk about your cameras online and gloat that you have the latest, greatest Nikon Z9. So go out, shoot. Now, those two elements, learn your camera, go out and shoot. But the middle element, and that is figure out what you like to shoot. Why I choose to shoot those types of photography? Because I love those subjects and I have fun doing it. When I capture a moment and all the lighting, the composition, the subject matter is on par with what I'm looking for, when you capture a killer image, you know right away it's a killer image. You know right away you captured that award-winning image. When I look at the back of the screen, I go, oh wow. this is great. This is going to be great. I can already tell this is going to be a killer shot. This is why I like photography. Now, event and wedding photography, I like it because there's people involved. Where else are you going to get a chance to shoot a beautiful bride with a beautiful dress, all dressed up? You don't have to worry about hair because it's already done up. You don't have to worry about makeup because it's already paid for. It's there. The flowers, where else are you going to get all these beautiful elements in your photograph than at weddings? So that's why I choose weddings. Sit down and just think about what you want to shoot and what you're a big fan of. Think, what are you into? Are you into sports? If you want to pursue that type of photography, then look it up. Get good with sports. You can't just jump into the pros without working with your local talent first. Look at your local high school, maybe elementary schools. Get into Little League. Get into, your kids' baseball games. Start practicing with that. Love photography. Choose it wisely, guys. The worst thing in the world you can do right now is to go out and shoot something you hate. So that's my 2 cents on that. Thank you, guys. And remember, of course, go out, shoot, and rock and roll. Hey, what's good, guys? Vahagan here from Vahagraphy. If you like more rockin' videos like this one, go ahead and check the videos on the screen and subscribe to this channel, Vahagraphy. Rock and roll.